Oscar Claude Monet, otherwise known as Claude Monet, was born in Paris, France, in November 14th of 1840. He died in Gennevilliers, France, on December 5th, 1926. His primary type of artwork was painting, and he used oil paint. The style of his was Impressionism, and it was mostly of nature or plants, with a few paintings that had human figures. He has several pieces of the same subject or same location to test the effects of different lighting throughout the day, as this was an obsession of his, such as the water lilies and this cliff in France. Impressionism is a 19th century art movement that was primarily in Paris. It focused on capturing the effects of light and color in the modern world. Short, broken brushstrokes, pure unblended colors, and it emphasized the effects of light. The term Impressionism actually came from Monet. Monet's piece, Impression Sunrise, shocked critics in an 1874 exhibition in Paris, and one particular critic, Louise Leroy, accused Monet of just sketching a painting and not fully finishing it. This led to the term Impressionism. Despite the criticism, the style has been widely accepted and used as a style to depict modern life. Monet was always interested in art as a young child, and at 11 years old he joined the Le Havre School of Arts. At 16 he left the school for Paris to study with the great works of the masters, but instead he sat by a window and painted the world he saw outside. After living in poverty and his wife passing away, he ended up buying a large house and garden, and the garden was his main source of his inspiration. He had a particular set of plans on the style and the color for the gardeners tending to the garden. One other artist who was also known for Impressionism was Alfred Sisley, but he seemed to have a more detailed and clean line work compared to Monet, but still followed a nature-based Impressionism. Pierre-Auguste Renoir was also an Impressionist, but his subject was more focused on human figures, mostly feminine figures. Edgar Degas was also an Impressionist who uses painting and sculpting. More than half of his work was focused on the depiction of dancers. Monet was drafted into the military service, where he contracted typhoid, and his aunt was the one to pull him from the military on the condition that he finishes a formal art course. This may have saved him from being a casualty of war and let him continue being a painter. One quote by Monet was, "Color is my day-long obsession, joy, and torment." This quote describes how color is an ever-changing thing with different effects of light. So he is expressing his love for color, but also his torment of color to get the right colors because they are always changing. This painting is the Garden at Saint Adressy. It was in 1867. It is oil on canvas. The size is 38 5/8 inches by 51 1/8 inches. It is located at the Met in the Gallery 818. The figures are of his family while they were on a summer vacation at Saint Adresse. This painting is the bridge over a pond of water lilies, which was done in 1899. It is oil on canvas, and it is 36.5 inches by 29 inches, and it is on view at the Met on 5th Avenue in Gallery 819. Houses on the Acheron was in 1871, and is also a painting that was oil on canvas. It is 17 3/8 inches by 26.5 inches. It is located in the Robert Lehem collection of 1975. Houses of the Artisan has a subject of the Artisan River, the houses, and the sailboats. The painting is a Dutch landscape. In another letter to an impressionist, Camille Pizarro, Monet said, "This is a superb place for painting. There are the most amusing things everywhere, hundreds of windmills and enchanting boats." He really loved the landscape of the area. The style of the painting is a more realistic, with his twist of the impressionist style. The description of the painting is overall green, warm color scheme to give the impression of the light of a hazy afternoon. The colors work well to give an idea to the time of day, with brown tones to complement and add more depth to certain areas and add detail to the houses along the river. The texture of the river gives a rippling effect to show the slight movement of the waters. This is emphasized by the reflections of the houses and the sailboat on the water being distorted and slightly disproportionate. Monet used various shades of green and gave the whole picture a tint of green-yellow to create a unity. The balance of the painting is asymmetrical, with the houses, the trees, and the woman on the left giving a heavier weight. And then the sailboat on the right and the distant shoreline helps balance it out and make use of the space without overcrowding the image. For me, Monet seems to be capturing the beauty of the Dutch day and how peaceful the river view is. The lighting of the day was appealing to him because of his obsession with light effects and how it changes color. The artwork gives me a sense of calm and a longing to be by the water and watch the boats pass by. Green is my favorite color, so the use of green in this painting really draws me in, and I enjoy how satisfying the river and the reflections look due to the texture. Houses on Ogeron is a work of art for its portrayal of a recognizable, realistic landscape with Monet's Impressionism style.